And we're back with the K-1 World Grand Prix 2020 Japan Fukuoka at the Fukuoka International Center. We're getting ready for some super bantamweight action here. In the red corner, Koki taking on in the blue, Kazuki Miburo. I'm Brian.
And I'm Ross. Boom, let's get into this. So, Kazuki being the younger of the two by 3 years, age 19, but the taller by 8 centimeters, 168 to 160. Let's see how he uses it.
That's right, yeah, these guys here at the super bantamweight class, 55 kilograms, are technical and fast. Even though their weight class is small, they still pack quite a huge punch and kick.
Absolutely, they both got 2 knockouts to their name. And for Kazuki, it's the first time in K1. With Koki, it's a return trip. He didn't do so well last time, and he's here to make amends. So far, he's on the front foot, and he's looking to push the pace.
Yeah, no, he's he trains at the same gym, really looks up to Takeru. So I would imagine that he's probably going to be imitating some of that forward pressure power style, and you'll see the way that he's owning the center of the ring here, or attempting to, and move forward. To fight completely like Takeru is quite a tall order, but he's definitely got, someone nice and strong and amazing to look up to.
Well, you couldn't get a better role model, and I suppose that's the inspiration behind the hair, if I'm going to be honest, by the looks of it.
That's right. Not only is Takeru one of the baddest dudes in K1, also one of the best looking.
Oh yeah. So, as we can see here, Kazuki's looking a little bit more of a counter. Watch that left. He's going to try and use it to try and offset and time Koki as he comes in.
Yeah, one other thing I noticed here about Miburo in the blue, he's got, the way he positions his legs is very side-on. A kickboxing stance will often be a little bit more forward-facing than you'll see in traditional boxing to block kicks, to make it easier to kick in general. But Miburo here with a little bit more side-on stance, telling me that he'll probably want to throw a lot with the lead side, the jab, and then the lead kick like we saw underneath the punch.
That makes a lot of sense. As you can see there, just the way Koki's just trying to pin Miburo against the ropes there and trying to drive him in the corners. I'm loving the head movement, by the way.
Great slip there off of the right hand by Koki.
Very dynamic, in and out. Just looking for the right angles. Oh, there's that left from Kazuki Miburo. He's got to watch it. He's looking for it.
Yeah, boy, Koki not letting up at all. Just marching forward there behind the front kick. He's got to be careful, too, off the front kick. You're vulnerable if your guard isn't up nice and high to the counter right straight or hook from your opponent.
Absolutely. And look at the way Kazuki Miburo is just revolving, but Koki's quite happy to come straight forward. He's looking to engage, he's looking to find the range, and ooh, did you see that overhand?
Yeah, that was smooth. Well, and although Koki is dominating a little bit more from the center of the ring, Miburo is not really letting himself get trapped on the ropes at all.
It's a tough round to call. It's a really tough round to call. I mean, you can see exactly what both are looking to do with their game plans. And to be honest with you, both of them are doing it at this stage. It just depends what kind of fighter you prefer.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I hate to be the judges, one of the judges in a situation like that. As a fan, though, it's great to watch. It means someone, as these guys have close rounds here in the beginning, the first, the second round, someone has to break away at some point. Someone has to make the gamble. And for the fans like us, that means fireworks.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to them. I think a nice change I would make is you can see a few exposed bodies there. There's even a left down to the body there that found its target. I'd like to see a little bit more focus in the body in the next 2 rounds.
No, I totally agree with you. And if Koki really wants to imitate Takeru's style, he'll go to the body, because that's how Takeru finishes so many of his opponents.
Okay, well, let's see how far the apple falls from the tree.
Here we go, round 2.
Look at the energy straight away.
Yeah, both these guys definitely so well conditioned, especially at these lighter weight classes. I think they're just going to throw leather all the way through the end of this fight.
They make me so envious to have that energy, I'll tell you.
I just get tired watching these guys.
Absolutely. Look at this. Okay. So Kazuki Miburo is just once again keeping that range, using his movement. Koki's looking to close that distance, but it's gone a bit more quiet here, a little bit more tactical, dare I say it.
Yeah, both the guys surprisingly a little quieter here at the beginning of the second round. Both kind of assuming the positions they were in before. Koki not applying as much pressure. Maybe he's looking to draw some fire from Miburo and create opportunities for counters.
Absolutely. I mean, being a front foot counter puncher, just change it up a bit, try and lure Kazuki into a firefight.
Stiff
Here we
right
go.
hand landed though from Koki right there.
There are firefights now, though.
Ooh, Miburo right back on it. Big right kick.
Yeah, some of that young, youthful, undefeated energy there.
Yes, exactly. Well, you'll see Koki did a good job of blocking the kick with his arms. However, you eat too many hard mid kicks off your forearms, and you will you'll lose some of that snap on your punch. Your arms will just go numb.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, here we go. That was a change of tempo. He looked in that toolbox and look what he found.
Yep, great technique to use there while Koki's in that tight guarded position. There's one lane that is very open. You could throw either an uppercut up the middle, or in this case, the jumping knee. Miburo went with the latter option.
Absolutely. I would like to see some more body work that could lead to uppercuts. I really would. Here we go. Kazuki's getting a little bit on the front foot and pinning Koki against the roof.
No, and you are totally right. The one spot that neither of these fighters is taking advantage of as much as they could is the body there. Koki went downstairs briefly, but Miburo doing a good job of blocking it.
These young fellas are headhunting. That's what they're doing.
Yes, yes.
They
Yep, and this is they're in the trenches now where they get that experience that they need. But yeah, it would be nice to see some more attacks levied downstairs.
Now you've got both men not wanting to give ground too much. They're happy to move in and out and try and position themselves for an angle, but they're not giving much space now. They've got the judges on their mind, and they don't want to disappoint.
Ooh, that looked like that landed.
Yep.
That found some purchase on Miburo's jaw there.
He's not looking so stable now. I mean, he's got his legs beneath him, but a little bit disjointed.
You know, you can see, it's very interesting there because you can see these sort of what we'll call suicide techniques where you roll into a technique and you're going to wind up in a position where the fight can't continue. And sometimes they can be used when a fighter is tired and just trying to buy time, which I'm not a big fan of. But he threw that very well and offensively and did some damage, so good on him, man.
Absolutely. I mean, when you see a fighter using that 4, 5, 6 times, I think you're absolutely right. They're looking to take a rest on the canvas, but that was pinpoint and precise. He was looking to do damage.
A little bit of rolling thunder there from Miburo.
Oof, nice. He just came under there.
Yeah.
There it is. Partial.
Koki's power punching game looking good, but Miburo mixing it up, and yep, the knees just a little bit of buckle there. That landed, that was solid.
Yep, just on the side there, moment of pause. Right now, it's tough rounds to call. Right now, it's all to fight for in this round. I'm probably leaning a little bit more Kazuki at this stage, but it's all to fight for now.
Yeah, it is about as even as you can ask for at this.
I think the body's the key. The guy who goes to the body, because there's shots to be had there, and if you're going to land them, you're gonna be eye-catching.
Yep, no doubt. Score some points for the judges. Miburo coming out a bit more frenetically. He's ready to move forward and move off the ropes and take more command of the center of the ring, I think, in this round.
Yeah, no, you saw flashes of it in round 2, and now I think he's like, right, you're still here. I've got to make a case for the judges.
You know, and this is the point in the fight too, when you can have all the physical attributes, the conditioning, the skill set, but there's a huge part that happens in these K-1 matches. It's very mental. Now you're going to be exhausted from just the amount of focus, the amount of damage that you've taken. You kind of have to bite on your gum shield, your mouthpiece, bear down, and do this thing. This is where the work actually happens.
Absolutely. Any feel that round is over. It's here and now. Let's see if they live up to their nicknames. Kazuki being the Fist Wolf and Koki the Little Crusher. Let's see.
I think Koki's got a little bit more power, but he kind of hits and
Here it is.
fires his own work a little bit too much. He pauses after his big shots, whereas Miburo maybe not quite as much power on each single shot, but he'll throw in combinations, and he's just so snappy.
He's landed 2 good left body hooks now, and he's going downstairs. And I think you're right. He's just a little bit more snappy, a little bit more precise, a little bit more clean.
Yeah, ooh, and a nice lean back, coming back with a jab there as well. Miburo looking a little bit like Neo there momentarily.
Where's Morpheus?
Yeah.
I'm liking the work here. I'm liking the going tit for tat. They know it's all on the line. With a minute to go, it's still hard to tell them apart. This last minute's going to be a big deal for them.
Yeah. This is where you have to break away. This is where you have to dig deep.
This is where you've got to take those risks, those calculated risks. What have I learned in the last 2 rounds? What am I willing to do?
No, exactly. Because if you don't separate yourself from the pack here, you wind up in an extension round.
Absolutely. And as much as the fans would like this, I don't think the filers would.
No. Get the job done as quickly and efficiently as possible. But these guys are just so evenly matched. Coming into the final 30 seconds here and still so close, and they're just both in each other's faces.
Absolutely. I think they're just comfortable with the fact they can't knock each other out now, and they're just looking to load up on the volume. And Kazuki is the pusher now. He is pushing forward.
No, that he is. He is extremely well conditioned. And exactly, sometimes being right in the phone booth is safer. Being in that close distance and trading like that is safer than hanging out on the outside.
Absolutely. Ooh. You know, that's a tough round to call, but I think Kazuki really pushed forward a little bit more there, showed a bit more variety, especially with the body shots. If I had to guess, that's where I'd go.
Well, that's yeah, it is. Either way, it's razor thin. But yeah, the judges have to take a lot of different things into account here, and ringmanship and tenacity are definitely part of that. There's a clean body shot there.
It's a good one. When you land that left to the body, it just hits the liver. All those toxins spew back out, slow you down.
Yep.
Take the wind out your sails.
Oh, and
Look at that, over the top. Oh.
It doesn't dissipate. That punch just hangs out the rest of the fight right there.
Absolutely. And you know, at this age, they might have burst. At 30, you can't.
30-29赤コキジャッジ豊永30対29青身風呂ジャッジ太田30対29青身風呂以上判定2対1をもちまして勝者青コーナー身風呂
by a hair's breadth. Well, he keeps his own.
Yeah. Man, tough fight, good learning experience. You know, he's definitely got a bright future ahead of him. If he can, you know, maybe add a little more, like you mentioned, a little more of that body work to the game. He's got a great left hook downstairs as well that he showed. Probably just not enough.
Absolutely, he really pulled that toolbox in the later part of the fight. It would have been nice to see that earlier, slow his man down.
Yep.
But I guess he didn't have to.
You know, not even 20 years old yet, getting his first big win in K-1. Yeah, there is definitely a monster here in the super bantamweight division of K-1. Kazuki Miburo.
Of course, Koki, he's just going to come back stronger from this.
Yeah, well, he's got so much good power too. You know, he just needs to find a little bit. You know, he was commanding the center of the ring so well early. Just find a way to just do that the whole fight.
Absolutely. I think when he caught that kick, I think Kazuki got his respect.
Yeah, most certainly. No, you're absolutely right. Well, and there you have it, the K-1 World Grand Prix 2020, Japan, Fukuoka at the Fukuoka International Center. We'll see you next time.